Hey there, folks. It's 11:29, Friday, May 7th, 2021. 11:29 a.m., if I didn't say that. I just want to let everyone know that everyone that was on the waiting list for the DNA ICUCs, my final ones, I'm finally happy to say, and knowing that is finally the end of them. Not that I dislike doing it, it's just I gotta go, and I finally have a ticket for my train out of here. It looks like the first week in June, Deanna will be sending out the invoices. It may be the last week in May. She'll be sending out the invoices, and then we'll start scheduling the DNA ICUCs for the second week in June. Now, that all might change, but I sincerely doubt it. It looks to be a rather solid thing, but you know how things can happen, especially when you're that far away. So anyway, I wanted to give you a heads up. I told you I'd let you know at least a week or two or something in advance, but it's looks like that's the way it's going to go. Second week in June, we'll start knocking them out. I'm going to do it anywhere from 2 to 4 a day. A lot of them are with multiple people, so I might be doing 8 crank-ups in a day, and I can push it, but there's honestly no sense in it. I'm giving myself 2 months to get all that done. I have no present thought process of doing any more consultations other than what's on the waiting list. That doesn't mean I might not make an exception or two, but that's about it. This body's sick, and it's shutting down. I've beaten it up so hard trying to get out of here, and now it's on its way out. Nothing can stop it. So I've never had a problem with any of the consultations, other than sometimes the satellites for Skype kind of fade in and out. You know, you can't control that. If something like that were to happen, we just, reschedule, or we keep trying, and then that time doesn't go against the 50 to 70 minutes for the consultation, depending on which one it is. I'm not like that. Never have and never will be. Neither is Deanna. Anyway, but beyond that, when I do these consultations, I literally put a field around myself, around you, and a conduit on the way there. It's hard to describe, but we're left alone. And remember, the day after, you're going to feel it. You'll feel it when I go in you, unless you're just pure solar plexus, but it's soft. I've been doing this since, 2010. For a living, 2014. Like I said, I did the first 800 plus ones free, and I almost lost my house. So, anyway, and those of you that are getting this done, thank you. I really appreciate it. I want you to know that. But please understand the value of what I'm giving you. And I think now that sounds like I'm breaking my arm, pat myself in the back. I am not. You are all important to me. But a lot of you have been brought to me. My video comes to you, yada, 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 because you have important stuff to do. And the ETs, they talk telepathically. They have voice communication and stuff, but it's telepathic, is the universal language. So y'all are involved in what's going to happen, whether it happens right after I go or whether it happens within 5, 6, 8 years. You need to be there, and this is happening for a reason. And you don't have to, because when you finish your life and you're out of body, you're going to get it for free. And there's no money on the other side. And you have to, everyone that's compassionate needs to be cranked up to be made stronger. And others are being protected, and they'll stay protected. So if spirit is lower frequencies, it can't help it. It was made to be that way by the original first being. It's not its fault. They have rights too. I've talked about equality in creation. Yeah, there's about to be equality in creation. People talk about heaven and freedom. Well, when you get out of the body, you're on the other side. Everything's wonderful. People grow angel wings. No, you don't grow angel wings. You don't even have a body or energy. But when the original ones came by, or one of their angels, one of their minions came by and looked at you stern, their energy got a little fired up, then you went ahead and just put out the frequencies that are relative to bowing. When she was around, Sylvia Browne was a pretty strong metaphysical practitioner. Not what she thought, but whatever. I don't say that to be mean. It's what was put through her head and yada yada yada. She was very easily controlled by the original first being, male and female. They were alive back then, and she would talk about on the other side. The original one, it used to be that the original ones did not like to see the frequencies that are black and red. And she used to say, I remember I heard her say once that that's because black, is like evil, and red is like anger, and that's not allowed. No, red is love. The original ones were 27.5% lower frequencies. They weren't that keen on love. And black is when you condense your energies. That's what creates that black energies when it's really strong. You condense in all the colors, put them together. So when you do that, you're cranking up your energy to be aggressive, and they don't want you to be aggressive, and they don't want to see the love. That's why they were like that. Anyway, you'll enjoy the consultations. Everyone does that does it. They get a bit out of it. The most serious people understand it, but I've never met anyone. I've never done a consultation where someone didn't at least smile, no matter how serious a type of person they were, when they realized what was happening. And the next day, I've been, like I said earlier, I've been doing this forever. It seems like forever. I'm very smooth in my delivery. I know what I'm doing. But it is strong energy. And the next day, or days after that, you will feel it come in and out, on and off. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Anyway, either the end of May or the first week right away in June, I'll be, Deanna will send out the invoices. She might not want to mess with it till she comes back, and then it'll be the first week in June. But if she does later, she might go ahead and send them out. We'll see. All right, folks. Well, look, love you. Take care. We'll see you in a little bit. And at least having an idea of the time frame for when we start the consultations lets you know when it's going to start, so you can plan for it, but also getting together with other people that might want to get the same thing done, and it saves you money when there's more than one person. And I know I'd crank up maybe 20, 24 people at one time in one consultation for like 3 hours. I can't do that anymore. My body's too shot. So, energy, not a problem. But I can't just put it into you and then you hardly feel anything. And then as the days go by, you feel the pressure more. You feel your energy changing more. especially because these new ones are the DNA ICUCs. They're much stronger. The strongest ones, consultations I've ever done. And you feel it a little more. But it's not discomforting. Sometimes every once in a while it can be for some people. It's different for everyone. But I have to get you to feel your own energy before we start. Then you feel it later, and then later during the consultation. So I want you to fully understand, not just that something's happening, but what's happening. And don't forget, 20 to 25% of this depends on the individual. Your spirit inside, you maintain it within you. It bonds to you. And the only thing that could ever take it out of you would be me, and I'd never do that. If someone's got a certain amount of lower frequencies, I can't crank them up anyway, but they don't get sent to me. That's happened, what, two times? Arrogance in there, including arrogance too. There's, I think, 3 times in all my consultations that I've done that I just, no, I can't or I won't, because, you're not able to deal with it. And that's over 2,000. So that's a small percentage. Deanna will also have on her invoice the DNA ICUC, where she also goes in here too. Deanna's very strong, but nobody can get overloaded for any of this energy because it goes through the field, and the field is part of me, and nothing's as strong as I am, so nothing can override my control on how much energy goes into your body. So like I said a minute ago, I'll say again in a couple of minutes. Folks, love you. Take care, and we'll see you soon.